Good afternoon, my dolly friends. It is Gina. Welcome to Little Midwest Reborns and Dolls. In front of you is my gorgeous Francesca Grace. Francesca is the Hyla sculpt. That's Hylia. She was sculpted by Georgia Pickett. She was then reborn and painted by the very talented Melissa O'Neill over at Handcrafted Babies. And Melissa is from Ireland, and I absolutely love the way she did baby Francesca. So today I am going to give you a details video of Francesca, and I'm going to change her. So I'm just going to begin to undress her gently. We're going to remove her little headband here. I'm going to take off her matching little pale pink rosette booties. And I am going to leave her tights on because the outfit that I'm putting her in has will require the tights. In fact, it's shorter than this dress. It's funny because both items happen to be next, and they both happen to be up to 3 months, and she's a perfect 3-month baby. Absolutely perfect. But as far as size and weight, but the first thing I want to do is undress her and let you see her face up close and her hands, and I will try to do her legs and feet the best I can too. I may take the tights off. If I can get this button undone, we will continue with the undressing. Hold on. Okay, I am back. So I want you to see the beauty, if I can show you, the absolute beauty of, without being too close, of Francesca's little face. I mean, her face is just gorgeous, and the camera does not do justice to the rudiness of her cheeks, to the deep blue of her eyes and her lashes, to the beautiful little, almost mauve lips. She has the creases right here under the eyes like my granddaughter. Those precious little ears are so delicate. The eyebrows, guys, these are hand painted and they look very real. I just adore her. Here's the top of her head as far as the painting, and like the skull, the way it was sculpted. Here's a side view of her hair. Here is the back of her sweet little head right here. And I'm hoping that you're getting a very good view of the swirls and the head and everything. Now I am going to go ahead and take off her tights. Let's put you over here, sweet girl. Take off her little tights here and show you her legs. And I'm going to also take off her onesie, although those two items I may be putting right back on her, especially the tights. Yeah, and these are next up to 3 months tights, and they fit her beautifully. And this is a beautiful little sort of dusty rose long sleeve, and she wears a size 1 diaper. And this is just a beautiful little long sleeve. I would call it a dusty rose color onesie. This is my next baby as well. So this entire outfit came to her from Next. Yeah, and I just love it. Okay, so now a few more details. You can see the creases under her chin here and on her neck. You can see the mottling on her beautiful arms, that her hand is painted nicely. Her hand is very well painted. Let me get it back here. The nail beds, I hope you can see. The little creases in her arm here. This little hand is also a fist. You can see creases there. You can see the veining, maybe. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there is veining on the tops of her hands and in her arms. And then we've got a little bit of creasing in the feet. Here's one foot. A little bit. And the rolls in the leg. And then this little toe is sort of pointed. And you can hopefully see the little creases in this foot and the little rolls. Well, maybe the little rolls in this leg as well. Well, that's her other leg, but you get the gist. So she's just absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous doll. And like I said, there's mottling and veining, and her texture is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to come around now, and I'm going to get her dressed again. And I'm going to put her back in the clothes we have here. There you go, sweet girl. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to put her in. Let me see. Are you in camera good? Yeah, I think you are. Yeah, I think you are. That's my girl. That's my sweet Francesca. So, of course, she's going to be moving around. But anyway, I hope you can see some of the details as she lays there of her. And while I get ready to start redressing her, Francesca and I do have a joke to tell you. Just a second. Francesca wants to know what has 5 toes but isn't your foot. Do you know what that could be? It's my foot. Now this is what I'm going to put her in. This little like cotton dress. It's got gold smocking across the top. It's a kind of an ivory background with itty bitty gray and gold flowers and leaves all over it. Very delicate. It is a next baby, and it is up to 3 months. And it snaps in the back. I just unsnapped it. And I'm going to go ahead and throw her onesie back on her, because I like my babies in onesies. I prefer that she was in a white one, but you know, in fact, I think I'm going to go grab a white one really quick. I shall be back. Just hold on. We're not always prepared, guys. We are not. Okay. Okay. We are back. We're back, and here's the little white long sleeve onesie. It even has the mitts if I wanted to cover her hands. This is a Carter's, and it is newborn size. She's an actual 3-month baby. She fits 3 months, 0 to 3, very, very well. But I find with the onesies, I like them to fit snug. So I always go one size down on the onesies. Because I just like them, like I said, I like them, the onesie to fit snug to their little body. And then the clothes that I put over it fit better. And I like a onesie, especially white, on my babies to protect their vinyl, to protect their cloth bodies. And I just feel like it's a good thing to have a onesie on your baby. You know, kind of like Martha Stewart used to say, it's a good thing. Do you remember Martha Stewart? Some of you might. I used to watch her show, and I recently watched a documentary about her. And she actually had quite an interesting life. And you know, some people said she was very harsh and very unkind to like her workers and that, but I don't know that that was really truly, to be honest, I don't know that that was really truly Martha's fault. She wanted things done a certain way, and she thought there was a right way and a wrong way. And could she have been kinder about, hey, this is what would work best, or this is how I would prefer it? Probably. Here's the thing. When she grew up, her father insisted that all of the children garden and learn how to do this and how to dig and how to plant. And if they didn't do something right, he smacked them with a switch and said, you did it wrong, do it over. Now, you think as an adult that might ride over into her personality? When you've grown up with that, you don't do it right, you get in trouble? You get smacked? You're harshly told, do it again, do it over, it has to be perfect? Wonder where Martha got her idea of perfection. I also do not believe that she did the insider trading. I think that an assistant said, hey, you've got this, I've noticed it's dropping. Your advisor said to call you, let you know it's dropping, and you know, maybe you would want to sell. I don't know. And Martha sold. Well, then that person and a bunch of other people sold, that broker, and then they said it was insider trading, and then they really couldn't get her on that. That is not what she was convicted of. She was convicted because she placed that sale before the other people knew about it and were told to dump it. So she wasn't convicted on that. She was actually, I think that the government wanted to make an example out of her. They didn't, the old school, my opinion, the old school men simply did not want a woman in power, especially a woman who had branded herself and branded her own name and had become a billionaire all on her own. And they didn't like it. And they wanted to punish her. So to punish her, they did get her on lying, because she did lie about what, I think about when she actually received the phone call to dump, or I don't know. Anyway, they caught her and they said that she was lying. And that's what she got 5 months in prison with, and then 5 months on home arrest, and then 2 years of probation. And they took everything away from her. So she'd have to rebuild and start over. And that was because because she was a woman. And a lot of the things that she did and said and how she acted, had a man done it, they would have said, well, he's an aggressive man. This is his business. He's protecting himself. But with her, it was, well, she's a bitch. See the double standard? Now, would I ever want to do what Martha Stewart did? Not in 5,000, 100 million, gabillion years. I'm not interested. I don't want to. I never did. But I don't think it was fair what they did to her. And that's just my opinion. And it was on Netflix, and it's simply called Martha. And you can watch it and come to your own conclusions if you have Netflix. You don't have to if you don't even, if you're like, I don't care about Martha Stewart. But I always felt like she did things, she always said she tried to make, take things that you had in your house, repair them, go to a thrift store. But she did so much work to them. It's just like some of the DIY things that I watched today. Guys, unless it's something as simple as, you know, putting cranberries in a tall, clear hurricane vase and adding a floating candle and water, I can't do it. I mean, I do things like that. But I'm not a crafter. You know, I can copy things, but I don't always come up with things on my own. And that's what she was always trying to do. And she always felt like, too, that making things from scratch was really the best. I believe in semi-homemade, in that I might use, you know, I might make real mashed potatoes, but you know, I'm not going to make my own sour cream and churn butter to put in my mashed potatoes. I'm going to use, or the cream cheese. You know, I'm not going to go and do that. And some people will, but I don't. And I always felt like Martha would churn the butter and make the sour cream herself and put the cream. I just never did that. I wasn't that person. So. All right, guys. Well, let's see. Little Francesca. And Mommy's got a bow to put in your hair, too. This dress is not as straight. There we go. Here, let's put this up. I don't care if a little bit of the white shows. I'm not a real... I think this looks rather cute on you, sweet girl. And you know what, guys? I have this bow to put in it. It is kind of a off-white rose in the center. And then kind of a dusty rose there. And it's kind of, this rose and this, it kind of looks kind of goldy colored. So I'm thinking this will look really nice on Francesca's head. So let's see how my girl looks with this bow. And I'm going to see if I can't open the strap up a little, kind of. Let's see, baby girl. Oh, honey. Oh, my honey. Yeah, I think you look darling. You want to sit here this way for the camera? Look at her, guys. I don't have any little shoes or that with me, but I think little Francesca looks adorable. I think her looks adorable. You want to look at your aunts and uncles? They all got to see all your details, and now you're in this pretty little dress. You know, maybe I could find gray. I wish I could find gray or gold little tights or something. Wouldn't that be cute? She wants her lammy, guys. She wants lammy. Yeah. So there we have it. Here's Francesca, looking absolutely adorable for the camera. Here, let's move the pillow. There we go. There's my girl. There her is. She's so pretty. Just such a beautiful baby. And I hate to say it, but the truth is, someone came and they told me, Gina, you can only keep one baby. Well, Francesca would be the one and only baby that I would keep. She's it. She's the dream baby I didn't even know I was dreaming of until I got her. So she's the perfect size for me. I love the perfect 3-month size. I love her weight. I love her face shape. I love the way her hair was painted. I love her arms, and I just adore this baby. Now, I have other babies that I very much like and have no intention of getting rid of. But if it ever came down to, you must, Francesca would be the only one that I kept. So anyway, that's how much I love this baby. I just love her. I think she is so incredibly beautiful and so awesome. There, you want to lay back? Here, let's put this behind you. There, on your head. There. There's my pretty girl. Looking so nice in her dress. Yes, there is. All right, guys. Oh, and you know what? Today is Friday. And it is Thankful Friday. And Tami over at Mommy's fooling with you and taking your headband off, baby girl. Tami over at Tater Tots Nursery does Thankful Friday. And today I am thankful that I was able to spend several hours with my mom and about an hour with my dad. I spent about 3 hours over there, 2 with mom and about an hour with dad. And dad went and did some things he needed to take care of. And then I came home and I made this video and I am so thankful. And yeah, that's it. I'm thankful that I was able to share my love of Francesca with all of you. And I hope you all have a wonderful, fun, and safe weekend. I know I will be having fun. Yeah, I have things to do tomorrow and won't be home until Sunday. So, everyone, bye. Say bye-bye. And remember, no matter what you're going through, God loves you and He's always there for you. Bye, my dolly friends.